Hello students, I am going to discuss about today Maclaurin's method. This method is similar to the double integration method, but it has some differences. So let us take a double integration method. It is used for only single loading condition. So what do you mean by single loading condition? Single loading condition means, I will take one example here. A simply supported beam is subjected to UDL throughout with a magnitude of W Newton per meter over a span of L. So how many type of loadings are acting here? Only one type, that is a UDL. So this is called single loading condition. This type of beams only we can use a double integration method. It may be sometimes it may be UDL or sometimes it may be a point load, but loading must be a single load. Single load. And other condition where we use this double integration method is it is used for continuous loading. That means the bending moment is same at every section. Say, I will explain this in detail. I will take same a simply supported beam subjected to UDL throughout with a magnitude of W Newton per meter and its span length is L. Right. Now, if I take the section 1 here, and before that, I want to calculate what is RA and what is RB. So for this case, RA is WL by 2, as you know, it is also a WL by 2. And this section is acting at a distance of X from the support A. The remaining portion will be L minus X. See, if I write the bending moment equation about the section 1, we get that is WL by 2 force into perpendicular distance WL by 2 into L minus X. It's section right side anti-clockwise, so it is a negative. Similarly, if I take one more section here, the 2, if I write the bending moment equation with respect to section 2, and the section is acting at a distance of say X from this support, and this will be remains L minus X. So if I write the equation, that will be again so RB into L minus X minus WL by 2 into L minus X, as it is a UDL, that is L minus X by 2. Here also right, so at a section 1 also minus WL by 2 into L minus X, as it is a UDL, we can write it will act at the center of the beam, so that is L minus X by 2. So if we check the section bending moment at section 1 and the bending moment at section 2, these are same. So this kind of situation we can use this double integration method. That's why we can call it as a continuous loading. Now coming to this Maclaurin's method, this Maclaurin's method is used for composite loading condition. The composite loading condition means it is subjected to two different loading conditions. Say a simply supported beam same subjected to a UDL of W Newton per meter or a span of length L. Along with this UDL, it is subjected to one point load W, which is acting a distance of A from the support A. So this here we have two types of loads. One is UDL, another is point load. That's why I can call it as a composite loading. Now next condition where we can use this Maclaurin's method is it is used for discontinuous loading condition. That means the bending moment will not be same at every section. So if I take the beam, a simply supported beam carrying a UDL of a W Newton per meter or a span of L, and say it is a point load W acting somewhere A distance from the support A. So if I take the section 1 here at a distance of X from the support A, and I will take one more section 2, it is also acting at section X from this. If I calculate the bending moment values at section 1, I will get some value, and at section 2, I will get some value. These two bending moment values are different. Two bending moment values are different. That means this is a discontinuous loading. For this situation, we can use the Maclaurin's method. Thank you.